After 8 solid weeks in Annapolis and getting very comfortable there, we finally set sail on Halloween. We buddy boated with our third musketeer, Kurt.
Head south on the Chesapeake, first leg.
It took us 3 days to sail down the Chesapeake. We had one sporty day with lots of wind and 2 days of motor sailing. We definitely felt the presence of the Navy in Norfolk. A patrol boat made us move out of the way for this submarine that was heading out. Our anchorage near the Navy base was constantly being buzzed by helicopters. We watched them practice their ocean rescues near our boat.
All right, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Ready to head off for Bermuda. Good haul, 5 days. It's gonna be a good time. Rattles off.
Tiny hand in mine, you're 5 feet off the ground. Your wrist on my shoulder, the stars convey the light, so fragile in the night. In this moment, forever be. In this moment, forever be.
It's our first full day sailing to Bermuda, and the conditions are just perfect. We're doing about 7 knots. It's coming from behind, so it's just perfect seas. We're going through the Gulf Stream right now, which we should be through in a couple more hours, and then we'll really make a beeline to Bermuda. Conditions are supposed to stay this nice the whole time. We couldn't get more lucky than we are. We've been doing well, taking shifts, getting enough sleep, and that's about it. Of course, right after I said everything was perfect, twice, the sea state and the wind picked way up. We were on the far side of the Gulf Stream trying to get out of it. When we tried to reef down, the mainsail got wrapped around a mast step. The boat was heeling over more and more, making everything more difficult. Dave was struggling on deck just to hold on. We were able to shake the line free by turning up into the wind. This wasn't fun, with the waves pounding even harder. And of course, none of this was caught on video because I was hanging onto the boat with both hands and keeping a close watch on Dave.
Night fades like a whispered song as time rushes on. Oh, it won't be long, fading now into a memory, a picture on the wall, a moment frozen up to fall. In this moment,
After riding the waves on the open ocean for a solid 5 days, the sheer thrill of triumph bubbled up as we finally laid eyes on land.
In this moment, forever be.
Smells like flowers, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's not Christmas trees like Newfoundland.
Looks like rock, but it's obviously coral.
Yeah. St. George in Bermuda is a captivating blend of history and charm. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site because of its well-preserved architecture. The cobblestone streets lead through a tapestry of pastel-colored buildings that seem to all have their own stories to tell. Since we were anchored right off of St. George, we spent a lot of time wandering through this picturesque town. The unfinished church in St. George, Bermuda stands as a hauntingly beautiful testament to both architectural ambition and the passage of time. Started in the 1800s, the Gothic church was meant as a replacement for St. Peter's Church, which had been badly damaged by a hurricane. However, due to funding problems, parish infighting, and another damaging storm, the church was never completed. Walking through the skeletal remains, you can't help but feel a sense of awe at the grandeur that was intended. November is off season for Bermuda, so we had the beach to ourselves. We really enjoyed snorkeling here. We saw barracuda, yellow-tailed snapper, and every color of parrotfish you can imagine. Plus, we've heard there's octopus here and sea turtles. If you keep walking past Tobacco Bay, you'll find Fort St. Catherine in the most northeastern corner of Bermuda. Fort St. Catherine is just one of about 90 forts scattered across Bermuda. The English really wanted to fortify their rock. Bermuda has an excellent public transportation system with buses and ferries, and we chose this way to get around. A must-see destination in Bermuda are the two caves, Fantasy Cave and Crystal Cave.
Guys, we are in luck. Repeat the side. High side. We would be standing in water.
The caves were first discovered in 1907 by two Bermudian boys who were trying to track down a lost cricket ball. We visited Crystal Cave at high tide, which left the floating walkway pushed right up to the ceiling. A lot of the stalactites in Crystal Cave are broken from early tourists in the early 1900s who took them home as souvenirs.
Oh, this is known as our romantic view. Ooh la la. Oh, yeah.
This giant banyan tree is growing on the cave property. Across the street from the caves is the famous Swizzle Inn, home to the Bermudan drink, the rum swizzle. A short hike from the caves and the Swizzle Inn leads you to the incredible Blue Hole. How is it? The Royal Naval Dockyard is the most visited site in Bermuda, probably because this is where the cruise ships dock. It offers historical buildings, shopping, restaurants, arts. You can swim with dolphins here. You can take a Segway tour here. You can pretty much do anything you want here. We had to visit Bermuda's only brewery. Horseshoe Bay is one of the most stunning beaches in Bermuda, famous for its soft pink sand and turquoise water. This guy was enjoying a nice day at the beach too. We walked further down the beach path to find our own secluded beach. No vacation to Bermuda is complete without a trip to town, a visit to the city of Hamilton, Bermuda's capital.